Finally, a game with tentacled monsters such as yours truly as the key demographic. Let's find out what it has to offer and crack on. It's an interesting thing being a creature of unspeakable horror. You're often misunderstood. Well, for all you bipeds out there, Devolver Digital has served up a way for you to see things from our point of view. Available on Xbox, Nintendo Switch and Windows, Carrion is a reverse horror game and another from the Metroidvania genre which I'm rather fond of. You assume the identity of an amorphous mass of tentacles and teeth that has broken free in a research lab. Using the many vents and passages, you must find a way out while retrieving the remaining parts of your biomass from the other storage containers throughout the facility. Your movement is relatively free as you scale the walls and crawl through rooms and air ducts with ease. The mechanics centres around you evolving new abilities to swim through smaller gaps, fire webbing to push levers, smash through blockades, and pull barriers out of your way. Your progress is hindered by a series of security doors and puzzles that you must solve to continue, and the various employees around the facility steadily become more prepared for you as they arm themselves with better weapons and defence systems as you progress. Those with flamethrowers are particularly annoying, as the fire must be put out in the nearest pool of water, which can sometimes be a few rooms away. As you grow in size and take over more of the research lab, then you must leave behind chunks of your biomass to access your weaker abilities. This is a nice little feature as it stops you from resorting to brute force to solve every problem. The most interesting mechanic comes later when you control humans like a parasite and use them to dispose of their peers. There is an issue that powers aren't always explained. In one section I lost a lot of time trying to solve a puzzle with one ability, not realising that what I actually needed was to use it alongside a second ability I possessed. However, the way it was intended to be used for this event had not once been explained or demonstrated to me. Though it was the only time I needed to refer to an FAQ during the playthrough, I've absolutely no idea how you were expected to know this particular detail without outside assistance. Another issue comes with size. The larger you grow, it becomes far more difficult to navigate yourself and aim your main tentacles as your centre of mass is not always leading the way, which results in clumsy and frustrating movement. The game follows a lovely pixelated style. The humans have little in the way of definition, which gives a nice feeling that they're little more than hunks of meat between you and your goal. The music and sound effects are perfect to help encapsulate the mood. Where usually this style of music would help create fear and tension, in the case of Carrion it generates excitement, really helping you feel like a predator stalking its prey. Overall, Carrion is a fun game. In parts, it breaks away from intense monster action to cover flashbacks where as a human-controlled character, you discover how you came to be a captive in the lab. However, despite my praise for its worthy entertainment, I must say that this does not feel like a game worth the £17 asking price. The game is really short, clocking in at just under 4 hours for 100% completion time. My major criticism of the game is that there isn't even a map, which for a Metroidvania style game makes a huge difference, especially when a lot of the scenery is very similar. I'd estimate a quarter of my time was wasted retracing steps just to try and find the way forward, and the lack of a map feels like an easy way to help pad playtime out. With such a short playtime, and with little replay value other than speedrunning, this game just feels like poor value for money. If you subscribe to Game Pass on Xbox or PC, it is included in the catalogue and I recommend that you play it. It's a game certainly worth your time, but I'd recommend holding on to your money till it becomes part of a 75% off sale if you're thinking about buying the game. If you've played Carrion yourself, drop a comment below and let me know what you thought of the game. Also, if there's anything you'd like to see me play, let me know and I'll try and get round to it. And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications on future reviews.